Fans Beyond Wrestling, this is Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place. How about another match from the St. Louis Sleeper Cell pilot taping? This time it's going to be Christian Rose going one-on-one with Zakk Sawyer. Now, Christian Rose has competed for Beyond Wrestling once previously. Our split show with St. Louis Anarchy, Double Trouble, where he competed in a 6-man tag match. So this is going to be the first opportunity to take a look at Christian Rose going one-on-one against Zakk Sawyer, relative newcomer to the world of professional wrestling. And right there, Zakk Sawyer able to get the legs out from underneath Christian Rose, but Rose was quick to kick him off. Zakk Sawyer, instead of rushing in, potentially making a mistake up against the veteran Christian Rose, is instead allowing him to get to a vertical base where he's going to be trying to take him down. That could have been a mistake, though. I don't think that Zakk Sawyer wants Christian Rose to dictate the pace of this match. Sawyer with a reversal, applying pressure on that wrist. But Christian Rose, just like that, getting underneath his opponent with that fireman's carry takeover and continuing to do damage to the left arm of his opponent. Sawyer's back up to his feet, sweeps out the leg once again, and this time, before Rose had the opportunity to kick him off, dropped the elbow, and is trying to apply pressure, try and bend the knee in an unnatural direction. But we see Christian Rose with the counter right here, had that seated abdominal stretch, and is trying to roll his opponent into a pinning predicament. I don't think he had the leverage that he wanted. Rose a little bit frustrated with the official. The official's got a better vantage point than I or Christian Rose. So whatever he says goes. Rose with that side headlock applied. And Zakk Sawyer, instead of trying to push Christian Rose to the ropes, where he could have shot him off, was able to get him down, eliminate that vertical base, apply a side headlock of his own, and as Rose tries to find an escape, Sawyer continuing to hold on. Now I'm not sure if he's pulling away at the top of the head. He might have even had a handful of hair, trying to send Sawyer to the opposite corner, building momentum off the ropes, able to avoid contact. Catches Christian Rose in the arm with that drop kick. Sawyer came charging in. Forearm follows her up immediately with a snapmare, not trying to waste too much time. That rolling senton, bringing himself back into the ring at his opponent's expense. Is that going to do it? No. Trying to keep the advantage, but Rose, just like that, going back to the left arm. He's got those fingers. Oh, what was that? I think Christian Rose might have just broken the hand of Zakk Sawyer. And now continuing to do damage. There's so many small and delicate bones in the hand. You don't realize it because you do so much work with it, but it really is a very vulnerable spot on the body. And I don't know what Christian Rose did right there. I don't know if he could have dislocated one of the fingers. I've never heard a popping noise like that. It sounded like he broke bones. And since that moment, continuing the onslaught on the left hand of Zakk Sawyer. Much more aggressive showing out of Christian Rose than in his previous appearance here in Beyond Wrestling. And again, often, I talk about this line that the wrestlers at Beyond Wrestling try not to cross. It's one thing to pin your opponent's shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. It's another to do damage so serious that it can cost them a serious and significant amount of time in the ring, permanent injury, or worse. And I almost wonder if that's what Christian Rose did right here. Give Sawyer credit. He's going to be able to continue to fight through this injury. But he's going to be careful of that left hand. We see right there that left arm just hanging by Sawyer's side as he doesn't want to move his hand around too much to inflict any more pain. Caught Christian Rose with that super kick right there. But even right there, just the pain to be able to hold onto the ropes has to be significant. He's going to be trying to springboard himself in the ring. was able to get his arm around the head of Christian Rose, connect with the DDT, but he cannot follow up with the cover, really favoring that hand. Now trying to bring him back up to his feet, but with one arm, and just like that, Christian Rose biting the hand of Zakk Sawyer. Sawyer using the right arm inside his forearm, anything he'd do to try and mount some offense. I don't know how effective this Irish whip is going to be. And just like that, Rose had a counter. Oh! Caught him with that elbow. 1, 2, no. Again, the official allowing this contest to continue. Sawyer's going to try and fight through the pain. That could be a big mistake, though, especially in a contest. You know, the heat of the moment, in the middle of the battle, with the adrenaline pumping. You don't know how much damage has been done to you. This kid's still fighting back. Gotta give him credit. Very impressed from what I'm seeing so far out of Zakk Sawyer. Showing a lot of heart, a lot of determination. It'd be quite the accomplishment to knock off Christian Rose. There's a lot of momentum coming into this match. 2013 has been a banner year, especially all around the Midwest. Dropping him in a position with that Falcon Arrow. Was unable to go right into the pin. And that extra second or two could have cost him. Tell you what, the complexion of this matchup really changed when Christian Rose went after the left hand of Zakk Sawyer. And now, seeing that Zakk Sawyer is going to be riding the lightning. He's got him up on his shoulders. Going to be trying to spin him around. Wasn't able to connect with the knee, though. And Sawyer, with the right hand, hooking the inside of the leg. Dropped Christian Rose right on the top of his head, but he is not quick to get in a cover. And see that? With the left hand by his side, he was not able to hook the leg and clasp around it. The position that he needed to keep Christian Rose down. I don't like Sawyer's chances as this match continues. And right there, Christian Rose sweeping the legs out from underneath him. Not sure if he's going to be trying to go for a Boston Crab. But Sawyer able to fight off. Have to say, that would be a bit of an unusual strategy for Christian Rose, considering that he's really focused his attack so much on that hand. But, hey, anytime an opportunity presents itself in the ring, you got to go after any opening you got. Now we've got Sawyer climbing to that top rope. Flying cross body. Still not enough to put Rose away. You almost have to wonder how much damage Sawyer did. I mean, having to brace himself for the impact coming down. Sure, Christian Rose's body absorbed the majority of that blow. And just like that, Rose going right back after that hand. And again, he's going for the Boston Crab. I don't understand his strategy here. We see Sawyer trying to climb to the ropes, trying to pull himself over with his upper body strength. And right there, we saw Christian Rose stomp on the hand of Zakk Sawyer as he was trying to reach for the ropes. And Sawyer with no choice but to give it up. Again, one can only speculate how much damage done to that hand. But Christian Rose making an example of Zakk Sawyer here at the St. Louis Sleeper Cell. Very impressive.